So let's briefly discuss ways to calculate a percentage of a circle. The first thing I want you to realize or recall, if you've forgotten, is to calculate a percentage, you take a part and divide it by the whole. And what's important about this relationship between the part and the whole is that the part is the same unit as the whole. So if your part is dollars, your whole needs to be dollars also. So on a circle, what's important about calculating a percentage is knowing where the center of the circle is. And for example, if I draw out this portion of the circle, then that is 1/4 of the circle, and you could say that for lots of reasons. Maybe I should indicate here that this is a 90-degree angle. Well, you would recognize that this is 1/4 of the circle, or 25%, because this is 90 and the entire angle of a circle is 360 degrees. So in this example, the part is an angle and the whole is the entire angle. So you would take 90 degrees divided by 360 degrees, and notice how the units are the same, so they cancel. 90 divided by 360 is 1/4, or 25%. Okay, so that's one way to calculate a part divided by a whole. In general, you can calculate the percentage of a circle this way by taking any angle theta, and if it's in degrees, then you would divide that by 360 degrees, right? The degrees, the unit of measure, have to match. Or you could use theta in radians, and if you use radians, then you would divide that by 2 pi, because there's 2 pi radians in a whole circle. So you can calculate a percentage of a circle by using the angle of the region that you're talking about, the part of the circle that you're talking about. Okay, another way to do this is to take, let's take an arc length here, right? So let's say that this arc length from here to here is, I don't know, how about 3? And the entire circumference of this circle is 11. Well, in this case, if you were to draw to the center, you can see that this region here is a part of the circle, a percentage of the circle, and the way you can figure that out is take how much arc length you have divided by the total arc length. So in this case, you would take 3. And by the way, arc length is measured as a unit of length, maybe something like meters. And so circumference would also be measured in meters because it's also a distance. So you take 3 meters divided by 11 meters, and you get something like 27%. So in general, if you want to use distances to calculate a percentage of the circle, then your part might be the partial arc length, so the arc length, and your whole would be the entire arc length, meaning of the whole circle. Oops, sorry, wrote the wrong word. The entire arc length. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. So, in other words, you could take whatever the partial arc length is, divided by the entire arc length, which is simply the circumference of the circle. So that's another way to calculate a percentage of a circle.